taking a quick gardening break, because when you're not moving out here and doing actual work, the mosquitoes, they get you. So I was talking to my mom about this comment that was here, and it's from a recent video that I made, and I referenced what's happening with the Democratic Party as a gentle coup. So I basically said that that is what's happening, and she's like, where'd you get that from? And I said, if you know, you know. And if you've studied history, I'm of Haitian descent. I've seen what a coup d'etat, which is a French word, and I think it loosely translates to blowing up state. Basically, the state of what was has been blown up. And I call it a gentle coup in the video simply because that's what it was. That's what it is. What is happening in the Democratic Party, even though no one wants to really talk about it, is a coup. So I told you the translation of that French word coup d'etat. But when we think about the actual definition of the word, it's the unlawful seizure with violence. And that's the only thing that I'm telling you that's different. This was gentle. It wasn't with violence of a government. So that's exactly what we are seeing happen here. And it is unfortunate. Like, when I think about it, it's really unfortunate that they didn't use violence, but no one said anything. Like, I understand if somebody came with you with force and violence, you're like, okay, hands up, don't shoot kind of situation. And you don't want to combat that because you don't know, you don't have the tools, you don't have the equipment, you don't have the machinery, so to speak, to combat it with violence. But they came to you with no violence. They came to Democrats with no violence. And they basically took away, and I say it's unlawful. And that's the other part of the coup. It's unlawful. And I say it's unlawful because there is a process. Democracy has a process. The democratic process was to nominate someone through your primaries. And you had candidates that could have stepped up, that could have been better candidates, so to speak. And I say better loosely, but they didn't even give Democrats that opportunity to say, okay, I want this person as opposed to this, based off of this person's record for the last 3.5 years. I don't want that person to be the nominee. They hijacked it. They took it away gently, and no one fought back. No one said, you know what? I don't want this. I'm not going to stand for this. And why? Why didn't anybody say anything? Or if there was, point me in that person's direction, because I want to say kudos to them for standing up to democracy, to the democratic, to picking a democratic leader the right way, not the unlawful way. And I get that some people don't care, but I care. Despite, it doesn't matter what side you are on, if things like this happen, and I've seen it happen. Like I said, I'm of Haitian descent. My mom is from Haiti. My father was born in Haiti. I'm first generation American Haitian. So it is strange to me to see the same things that have happened in my mother and father's land is happening here in the United States. And no one is doing anything about it. No one. I mean, no one is doing anything about it. Why? Do you know why no one is doing anything about it? Are we just so afraid of what the powers that be? We give them the power. The power comes from the people, and we've just... Y'all don't care? Because I care. I care about every side doing it fair. Free and fair election. That's all I'm asking for. And if we're starting off like this, come November, it's going to be a big hot mess. Worse than these Florida mosquitoes.